should you give an F about Fellowship? Welcome everyone, my name is Dylan with FF Media, and today I'm here to bring you another video game review of Fellowship. As someone who's participated in multiple betas before the launch of it this week in early access, I have a lot to talk about and I'm excited to go over it. Fellowship has branded itself a MODA, a multiplayer online dungeon adventure. For fans of World of Warcraft, this is very similar to Mythic Plus dungeon difficulty, where it has scaling difficulty for dungeon runs the more you do them. This is a 4-player online co-op game designed to streamline that experience without the pesky leveling and gearing process from start to finish. You start off with a pretty blank slate, then the gearing starts happening immediately. Once you're in the hub. This is your stronghold. You'll choose a hero and be guided through the basics. Arrows help you learn the core mechanics, everything from how to queue for dungeons, getting gear, using resources you get from those dungeons, and using those materials to enhance yourself, your gear, and your abilities. The heart of Fellowship are the dungeons. Here you'll spend 95% of your time with this game. These are semi-linear dungeon runs that ease you into increasingly difficult and complex mechanics. Early on, your main goal is just to clear the dungeon of a percentage of mobs, beat the final boss, and you're good. You get your loot and you leave. This escalates pretty quickly into timed runs, difficult mechanics, and other things that add the complexity of what you'll do inside of the dungeon to make it harder to reach that percentage of mob in those time limits that are required to get your gear at the end. The good news is, if you're too worried, I love this aspect of the dungeon, which is you get to easily still get gear. Whether you complete it in time or not, you will get a piece, so your time is not wasted. With the sense of what's going on in the dungeons and how you're going to be playing the game, I'm going to take this opportunity to introduce my friend Nick. He and I are going to show you some gameplay. We're going to go over what we like and don't like about the game so far with our experience of about 10 hours in. As a background, he and I have both completed the first capstone dungeon. This is your first level of difficulty escalation that puts you into another tier or league. Stick around, you'll hear more about it, you'll see what that looks like as we go through this, and I can't wait to see you again. Alright, I am in, and I will get you an invite, and we'll get started here. So what do you need as far as like... Good. Yeah, what do you need right now as far as dungeons go? Like, I know you played a little bit ahead of me this morning.
I have not done Sailor's Abyss or Uric Markets or Everdon Grove. I'm still missing rating for all of those dungeons.
Okay. I will make you group lead then on this. Oh, it worked, thank God. Because that way, I'll just have you QS because I'll take whatever right now since this is a fresher one than when we started.
Sure.
Also, these skins are pretty lit, by the way.
The skins?
Yeah. Like the supporter pack you can get.
Oh, yeah. Did you get one?
No, I have not yet. People will see. I have not gotten that yet. I'm not that invested yet. I am invested. We played. I mean, if you want to call this is early access, I call it like another beta. Really, I mean, it's open all the time now, but I have absolutely not bought that yet. If this can so for me, right? If this can show after what we call a season 0, probably, right? Season 1 hits and it's still a banger, I will support them with extra because I doubt they're gonna take those away. Why give away free money, right?
So I wonder if this will be like ARPGs like Diablo and PoE, where they add a new thing for their new seasons, because World of Warcraft does something similar where they have like a new affix or whatever the season affix is for all the dungeons. So I wonder if they add things in that nature or not.
Well, I mean, they have to, right? I mean, I'm a little low for it, but do you want to try? So this is the voting system on this. So
our tank has 35 item level.
All right,
which
yeah.
I'm fine. I mean,
well, we got the middle then.
Okay, here we go.
So yeah, the voting system. Man, that is something I just hate that you can't specific queue unless you have 4. That is just absolutely bonkers. In 2 other playtests before this and the last one, they had it. It worked just fine. It was really good. Like, why the change? I would love to know why.
Yeah, that's definitely been my biggest pain point so far. Is not being able to like make your own groups. Basically, if you're a DPS pugging solo and you want to do anything higher than like the base stuff, you kind of need to go to a third-party place like Discord to make groups. It's kind of crazy.
I wish, and I think
what
this,
it is.
yeah, and this will come in later, but I wish they also, well, I wish this tank would pull more, but I would wish that when they start the expansion of available features and things, I think that's one of the first things they need to do is put something like, put a board up in the game would be cool of searching for it, because I know this audience being so early, like everyone probably has Discord, and you definitely do Mythic Plus and WoW to come over here, right? But it's like, why can we not just have that out the gate in some level? Or, like, put up a party finder system like an FF has, you know what I mean? Like, the technology's out there. It's not a new concept, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Definitely a weird choice, but, you know, it's what they have decided upon.
Yeah, on Forge. But let me ask you this. So why did you get into, like, when you first saw Fellowship, what made you want to, like, really get into this overall? Like, why not just stick with Mythic Plus in WoW?
Basically because this game is strictly dungeons. There's no leveling. There's no grinding raids that you don't want to do to get the best gear to carry over to Mythic Plus. Like, the dungeons are just what they are. I think they're going to have raids in the future, but I don't know what that entails right now, so...
Yeah, I heard, like, 8-man
we'll
players, potentially. Something like that. It's like the rumor mill.
Something like that. And then there's no weekly chest, which I think a lot of people talked about being a pain point for them, is there's no weekly chest. There's no reason to keep them playing. But for me, it's a positive. Like, if I don't want to log in and play and do my 10 Mythic Plus dungeons this week, and I only want to say, like, hop on and do a dungeon, then I can do that. And I don't feel like I'm being punished for not playing.
Yeah, I feel like for me, I don't think, and this is obviously it's my opinion, I don't know if it's the fact that the weekly plus chest on your, your Tuesday reset is there or not. I think it's just they want a goal at the end of the week that they can cash in on. Like, here's my check. I've added up all this. I want to cash out now, right? And I think that's the piece that's probably missing from this. So maybe realistically, I don't think it's the weekly chest goal, but maybe they just need, like, a better currency system for your equipment and stuff. Like, I don't know, like, if you reach one time, you reach this high, like, here's your reward for in a week, maybe. Or maybe it's just something that's better overall currency that people accumulate over time. I think that would probably make some more sense, but that's my only thoughts without really going too deep into it right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't gotten far enough to see the currency system for all the, like, gear and crafting and all that. Yeah. I've seen some other people play with it, but it seems pretty good.
Yo, you remember when this was the shortest dungeon of all time?
I do. We were almost to the end of it.
Yeah,
right now.
Yep, absolutely. I love that this person's just disregarding the fireplace over there now, which, we used to as well until the change, but that's all right. Also, by the way, frogs, having fire frogs go across your screen, by the way, this is one of the, if not the coolest mage design of any game ever. Who would have guessed fire frogs across the board was just the play? It is so great. I love it.
Yeah, fire frogs are awesome, especially when you can hear them ribbit.
Oh, absolutely. All right, let's see if we can do a big pull. I have ulti. I don't know if that even translated. Did I go off? Oh, it did. Okay.
Big pull, I have ulti, yep.
All right, let's see
I
if he
just
does
used
it.
my ulti. It was not a good ulti.
My time to shine. Can you silence that guy?
Yeah. Your time to shine, brother. You don't know.
Sheesh! Detonate. Detonate.
We got a snap on him.
Gosh. Yo, I'm gonna snap up on him. Here we go. Alright, Nick, just make me look bad. That's cool. No, I appreciate that. That's fine.
I have quite a bit more gear than you now. I don't know if you look.
I'm pretty sure it's just the player, or the, fuck, I already messed it up. It's alright. Yeah, you're right, thanks. Yeah. Just to be clear, everybody, if you look at this is where you see your Island Moment 35, and, Nick, where are you at right now?
You could look if you wanted to.
I don't need to, Nick.
Okay.
I'm trying to hold back and make him look good, everybody. That's what's happening right now. So
I'm at 96.
yeah, I handicapped myself, so it's fine. Oh, let me mark. That's really cool too. I mean, there's weak auras for it, but I do like the marking system being innately put into this. Okay, just leave that on us. I'm pretty sure this guy is relatively new to tanking these dungeons, or at least this character, or the game. He's not doing so bad, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know if he's new or not. Maybe he's just going a little slower since it's contender and he's a little low item level.
Yeah. If everyone knows as well, this game just came out. Technically, I mean, it was air quotes Thursday.
3 days ago,
but
yeah,
was it? You know what I mean? Was it?
Yeah, the game wasn't playable for the first day, so.
Yeah, I was not... it was expected, let's say, but I was still disappointed. I was like, man, I want to play some, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. Alright, we got a big pull coming in. Here we go.
Do we?
Oh, yeah, it's gonna... I mean, it's gonna be.
Got your frogs out?
Oh, they're already ribbiting. It's riveting gameplay we got going on right now.
Yeah, some riveting gameplay.
Alright, so when it comes to this game, I feel like the only thing I want to see is just as it develops, because right now for me it feels like it's just still what we've seen in the beta. Like there's definitely some graphical improvements. They definitely worked out some kinks of like seeing your dungeons you've completed, because before on this tab where it's in your character screen, you could not see this, especially in the last playtest. I don't remember if it was the previous one as well where they had the issue, but man, that was really annoying. For a game that wants you to push and see where you're at to target dungeons, not having that readily available was kind of cringe. I'm not gonna lie. Like that was just, it's sort of like I want to go play Mario and you need to see how many stars you've collected in a map that you've done, and it doesn't tell you that. You know what I mean? It's like, what are we doing? You know? I'm glad they fixed that. Good on them for doing so. Also, these balls hurt. Don't clip that out of context. Yay, rats. So, I think, so there's a lot of good improvements they've done. I guess overall, we already talked about, like, what happens with WoW and, like, we haven't really talked about what's going on currently in WoW. I mean, I don't know if they've really changed up the Mythic Plus Dungeon format a lot. But I like the direction that is coming forward, because you're right. I don't have to grind up a character. I don't need to go through all of the level 1 through X numbers. It's very nice to get in and just do, like... I mean, you can really just call this a Mythic Plus Dungeon Simulator, right? And I think that's the best way to put it. Also, stealth? You've got stealth for us?
Yes,
I didn't even know that's a thing! Oh, he still pulled.
Didn't use it, though.
Well, what this guy doesn't realize, I think he thinks we need count. I have ulti. We can boss hold. Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah, we is. Here we go.
What have we done?
Little thing. I do enjoy how it has your... So, like, we had this guy marked before, and it retained it. I do appreciate the little things like that of them retaining that, so you don't have to, like, remark them or whatever.
Yeah.
At the top right here, you'll see, you guys, like the Contender 6. So this is basically the highest dungeon you can do before we go into the next tier, which is just the Capstone dungeon. Absolutely not. Also, do your interrupts. Grab this. If you grab the next one, you want me to get Dread Arc, or do you want me to get the Charge Bolt?
You get Dread Arc.
Okay. Fourth landing. So, we've already got the kill count, so that's why we were confused, because usually when you get the higher ups, you need a certain amount of mobs killed in the dungeon along with the boss, so that's why I was a little confused on why this person was pulling on there, but I think they're just, once again, newer, you may not know. Inside of this, I do think my favorite part is just, it's always been the dungeons itself, and this is no exception. I think dungeons are really good in this. I love the visual of it. I love the design of them. The layouts are really cool. I don't think this is a complete departure from even WoW's style of dungeon, or like actually visually either, and that's fine too. I don't think there's an issue with that. My least favorite part, because I know you kind of mentioned that before, my least favorite part probably is just, it's like the little things that are happening in this, like getting over the dungeon journal not being there. Also, grats, get the dungeon loot. Hold up. Got some thick shoulders. Let's go.
Shoulders.
And we leave. Traveling the Stronghold, the meme of the game, right here. Let's go. Yeah, go ahead.
You had mentioned that I have stealth. The cool part about that, like World of Warcraft has all of these cool things like Warlock gateways and battle reses and mass stealth that are tied to specific classes. This game puts those on trinkets, and so trinkets aren't these big like 2 minute, minute and a half cooldown to give you a burst of power. They have stats on them like that, but they are utility. And so, like, if your group is ever missing a battle res or a mass stealth or a warlock gateway or like a defensive cooldown, you can put that on your trinket slot, and you don't have to change what character you're playing, which is really nice.
Yeah, I agree. It doesn't require the slot of your like changing how your character works, right? My other thing is alts in this as well, where as you're seeing on my screen now, you have to do these dungeons, like these little paper slips are basically saying, oh, thank you. These little paper slips are saying do X amount of dungeons to increase your next one. So this track goes generally spell, you get talent point or row or both into spell, and you repeat that process all the way to the top where it gives you like some starter gear and a cosmetic for reaching this. I was just talking to Nick about this earlier, and I was really hoping they would change that. I want them to be able to just... It's not the biggest deal in the world right now, but it does get kind of frustrating whenever you're going through a new character like I'm trying to do now. Because we've gotten our capstone now, and we're on to, if you see on this screen, you'll see the challenges. Like, these are your levels, like, or leagues to choose. Like, we've been in Adept already. The problem is like, when we go through this... It's just frustrating when I have to go through all of the left side of this tree to get into, like, basically the start of your character. And more as you go through these, like, you'll see, like, I've already completed with having this in Adept open before, so I can recollect these soon. But as you see, like, you'll get more talent points as you progress through the right side, too. So, I don't know. I find it frustrating a little bit. That's probably my biggest gripe on it. It's just, like, the little things, and like this character, a new character like this is one of those little things.
Yeah, I think the rewards on the right are really good. Something that every character can get is you work your rating up, and you get rating by completing higher levels of dungeons. Yep. So that's a nice reward. But I agree with you. When you have this vendor over here that gives you all of these like high item level pieces for your alts, being able to buy them early, like as soon as you hop on, because you have resources from your main, is really nice. But then you have to progress that entire, I think it's like 13 dungeons or something on the left side to, like you said, get all of your abilities and the talent points that are over there. There needs to be, I know the game is 3 days old, but there needs to be some sort of fast track for your alts on that side as well. It feels weird to be able to boost your item level as high as your main, basically, or very close to with your like alt catch-up resources, this gear vendor over here, and then having to wait so long to get your entire character unlocked.
Because if everyone knows, like you use these by getting these supply currencies, and when we've had this amount on this, which actually pull us out of that real quick because I want to cap off something real fast, which is all of these. When you look at over here and you see these supplies, and these are carried over between your characters or jobs, in certain games call them, your heroes. It's kind of weird that I have to do that to the left side. The rewards on the right side, I agree with you. I think they're great. I think it's fine. I just don't... When they have catch-up mechanics for your dudes already, I don't know why the left one needs to be. You know, we're going to go through quick play and getting gear anyway naturally, so why have us go through this whole left side again? That's it. But for everyone at home, Nick, I want to cap this off, if you know what I mean. Whenever we're talking about this game, I always do my little shtick about giving an F about a game, right? So out of 5, we have about, I think you have a little more. I'm at 12 hours of play currently with this. And to be fair, probably 2 of that is waiting in the boss queue. But waiting through there, the game is stable now. You've played a good chunk. We've done through the first capstone. Let's be honest, as we go through this, the dungeons get harder with different affixes naturally, and bosses and mobs adding new abilities. the formula is there. We've seen it once, good or bad. You've seen it 100 times. So at this point, what do you feel like if you had to give it a rating out of 5 now? What's your F rating on this?
Can I give it a caveat? Can I do 2 ratings and tell you why?
Yes, I can. So why are you giving it 2 ratings, and what are your ratings?
Okay, so my ratings as far as gameplay goes, like once you're in a dungeon and hanging out and killing mobs and getting loot, that's like a 4.5 Fs out of 5. But as it stands right now, with how you need to go to a third party app or like something like Discord to create a group, or if you're sitting in a solo queue DPS queue, you just kind of get put with random people, and it takes 15 minutes, sometimes up to 40 minutes, because there's so many DPS in the queue, and you don't have that ability to create your own group in game. You can't set up a party and then like invite different people and have people apply like in World of Warcraft. That honestly drags it down a bit for me. So with that, it's like a 3 out of 5 Fs. But gameplay wise, very, very solid 4.5 Fs.
Okay. All right. So I think we can probably say a 3.5 to 4 Fs. I think is a fair rating with everything.
I think that's a fair rating.
Okay. I think I'm there with you. I think as long as this continues down the path that they're on, where they show the improvements that they have done over playtests, right? Because regardless, you and I both know the starting day, no one was not expecting that to be crashed. If you were going in thinking it was going to be a smooth launch for such a smaller game, you had blindsided goggles on. I don't know what else to tell you. Like, that's silly.
That being especially said, after what happened during their last beta.
Oh, yeah, so. Absolutely. And hey, speaking of betas, we got our White Tigers, huh?
Yes, sir.
But anyway, I appreciate you, Nick. As far as my rating goes, I'm there with you. I'll go a little higher to say a 4 out of 5 F for me. But I think that's, once again, it's personal preference with what's happening so far. I see, and I'm not saying you don't, I see a little bit of future with this that has the improvements that are going to be happening soon. I think they get the party system down better. They keep adding onto and improving the dungeon quality that they have now. I could see this. I don't think this is a game that'll ever overtake WoW. This is for the niche audience that loves Mythic Plus and can carry over that into a new medium for them to just offset bad seasons of Mythic Plus or when there are droughts in content. So for me, I'm at a 4 out of 5. I enjoy it. So now that you've seen the game in action, what do you think? Do you think our viewpoints are good? If you played it, do you feel like we completely missed the mark and we need to redo some more gameplay? What are your thoughts? Have you had a chance to dive in yourself? Are you still on the fence of buying it? I'd love to hear down in the comments section of what this looks like for you in the future. As far as me, I'm enjoying the game as I mentioned before, and I'm going to continue playing it after this review. For more reviews on games, movies, and more, make sure to hit that sub button to Freedom Frontiers Media, and also hit that notification bell so you do not miss any more great content we have along the way. See you later.